And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Giangelo's right here on 224 in Boardman. It is the South Range Raiders show. And we're doing a little something different, it sounds like. So we've done all the players that are active on the Raiders roster, and it's time that maybe we turn the tables here. So we bring up the legend, Mr. Kellen Pitzer, who, let's give him some love here. Let's give him some love. Pitz, I'm going to ask you one question before we get this thing started. We saw you, and we had instant replay, so I was very, very excited to see this over and over again. But there was a touchdown that you just absolutely were the tour guide, I think for Vorshak, if I'm not mistaken. What was that like for you driving that kid into a different county?
It was great. I pulled around like usual, and I see the guy there, and I start blocking him. I didn't know where – Jason cuts just wherever he wants. There's no rhyme or reason with Jason ever. So,
ever.
Yeah, and then
we all know that.
I kind of felt him like run into my back, and I think that helped push me forward a little bit too.
It was awesome.
And so
it was awesome. So I mean, I don't know. We're partnered up with Youngstown Clothing Company. Maybe we can get some Pitzer's tour guide T-shirts.
That'd be pretty sweet
out there for next week. I think that'd be awesome. We'll see if we can make that happen. But so we're gonna do a little reverse psychology here. You're gonna be asking me questions.
Yep.
And did the clock start yet?
The clock started.
The clock started yet, so we can get this going. So there's a little side hustle bet going on right now that we're going to make sure takes place. No money on the line, just somebody playing basketball. We'll let you know at a later date. So Kellen Pitzer, please make the questions easy. I know you're not going to because I was not gentle with any of you guys all year long. So go ahead.
Yeah. All right. First off, how'd you start with YSN, and was sports broadcasting a long-term goal that you had?
Yeah, so YSN was the beginning of YSN was actually because I was unable to land a job anywhere else and any other TV broadcast. So I every single station in Youngstown, I tried to be a sports reporter, and they kept telling me no. Literally, the last one was, you're the kind of guy we'd want to drink with at a sports bar, but not the kind of guy that we want in the living rooms of our audience. So I took that as an arrow to the heart after about $85,000 in debt, student debt, and promised myself that if there was ever a chance to start a sports TV station, that we do it. And sure enough, this thing called the internet was pretty popular, and we decided to roll the dice. And in 2017, we were so fortunate to have four schools, just like South Range, say, you're in, and the rest is history. We've had over 15 million hits in the last year, so we're excited about that, and lots and lots of people from South Range watching all over the globe. So that's the story of YSN.
That's awesome. That's sweet.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Never give up. Never give up on your dreams.
Never. What is your creative process when interviewing people? Like, how do you keep things fresh and interesting? Because I know you interview a lot of people. How do you keep it fresh every time so it's not all the same thing?
Two of my favorite letters, BS. It's just what it is. It's having a conversation with them, honestly. To be able to have a conversation, have genuine interest in what they want to do in their life. I mean, our whole platform is built on providing a heroic sense of belonging for student athletes, coaches, and the community. And if we don't actually believe that you guys are the heroes, it doesn't work. So my goal for everybody that we interview is I want someone to bump into you at a grocery store, at a game, after a game, and say, wow, you really mean a lot. And for kids like the state champion South Range Little Raiders, to be able to look at you and say, I want to be like him someday, or I want to be like this guy, and to continue the process that you guys have helped build. There's no amount of wins and losses that'll ever be able to equate to having someone look up to you and say you're their hero or you're their reason that they play football.
That's awesome. And I can tell you, we as players appreciate that a lot too, because, obviously, like, everyone keeps on coming and stuff. It's interesting. It's fun every week. You
guys are heroes, man. I mean, you might not know it, but there's going to be a kid up here that talks 3 years from now, 4 years from now, right here at Giangelo's and says, my favorite player was Gavin Hiscox. My favorite player was Tommy Valentine. One of those things. We had to get Tommy in there. That way that keeps on rolling.
Yeah.
But that's the ultimate goal is you guys are the heroes now of these kids that are coming up, and you want to come back and say, hey, we did it the way that with the right way, and that's the Raider way.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Told you, Hiscox.
Who's the most famous person who you have on your phone?
On my phone.
Yeah.
This could get dicey. I have Donald Trump Jr. on my phone.
Really?
Yeah. I have. We had a little incident in East Palestine a few years ago, and he reached out on Twitter, and we've connected. Now I don't text him on the regular or anything, but I texted him along when the whole thing happened in Palestine, and didn't think it was real, but that's 100%. I'm probably going to get blocked now, but that's all right. We're good. But I think that's the most famous person. And Dave Rock, of course.
Oh, yeah.
And Dan Yokley.
So did Donald Trump Jr., did he reach out to you directly?
On Twitter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty.
It was wild. Cool. I thought it was somebody was pranking me. But it had the blue check mark?
Yeah.
It was him. It was legit.
That's all he needed.
It was kind of a weird moment because you never know. I'm in a different generation than you. If he called me, I think I would be speechless.
I think anyone would be.
But Twitter's oh, okay, yeah, sure, whatever, because I don't know, that could be his assistant or somebody, but it was legit him, and then he texted me, hey, what's your number? There it was. So it was pretty wild. It was pretty wild.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it was
great.
wild.
It's pretty awesome. Question 4. How do you keep favoritism out of your interviews? I know, obviously, you're a South Range guy. So
I'm actually a Palestine guy. That's
really?
The funny thing. Yeah, I'm born and raised in East Palestine. People think, to this day, people think that I graduated from South Range. They'll stop me and be like, oh, your alma mater lost this week, or your alma, no, I mean, no. But the thing that I will say about South Range, I don't keep the favoritism out from that standpoint because I appreciate and love the families of South Range. I love the families for a reason different because not because of the business aspect. It's because of how the South Range community has treated my family. They've welcomed my wife, welcomed my son and my daughter and myself into the community, and it's been an easy transition to tell people how much I love them whenever they love you right back. So that's why South Range is so special to me. I mean, for so many reasons. Dan Yokley was the one that kind of opened the gate, but it's the reason that I bring my kids. Z's here, and Bella will be here in a year, and South Range will always be special to me because, and I think this is something that most people understand but maybe don't realize all the time, is South Range is unlike any other school district. We have 70 school districts at YSN, and you are so fortunate to go to school here for so many reasons. And the big reason is because all these people show up for you every single Tuesday, every single Friday, every time you have a game. This is a very special community, and people should realize and love that.
We appreciate having you here.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Gavin, you might be playing basketball for
might be.
The next 8 years.
Where do you see YSN in 5 years down the road?
It's weird. YSN was very small to start, but we had to act big. We had to act like we were, we've been doing this for a long time. And then COVID happened. And if you remember, we never did football games video because you weren't allowed to. Then COVID happens, and I remember going into about $60,000 in debt. The UPS trucks, the Amazon trucks backing up to our front door and dropping off all these cameras like the one right there that we've had, and thinking, okay, I'm either going to make this work or I'm going to be divorced. And we made it work. And I can say it now, COVID helped us a ton because we were the ones that were allowed in there when, unfortunately, grandparents and some parents weren't even allowed in there. You only had so many tickets. But to be able to say that we were there for graduations, we were there for football games, baseball games, whatever it may be, is something that helped us garner a lot more of authenticity. You know what I mean? Because people were like, yeah, we love YSN because of what they do. We had to crumple up our 10-year plan when COVID happened. So we are living our 5-year plan right now. Where it goes, I'm excited. I don't know where it's going to go, but we've done a lot of ad-libbing and the speedboat adjusting along the way. But I'm excited wherever it goes, as long as we continue to do things for the right reasons.
Yeah. I feel like I see you guys have more and more schools every year.
We do.
Who you guys are covering, and that's great.
Yeah, we have a waiting list now of schools that want our coverage, and we just have to make sure that we do it the right way. We don't want to say, hey, we're here for you, and not be able to come through.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. That's good.
Is that 10? Yeah, we're good. He's doing a good job. Give it up for Pitts.
What do you want your viewers to know? Hold on. What do you want your viewers to know about you that maybe you don't get a chance to say, don't get a chance to talk about?
I want them. I mean, I guess I would tell them I care. You know, we get some grief because we're fluff, but sports is supposed to be fun. You know, sports is, if you're not here to have fun, we're not TMZ. We're not, investigative reporters. We can do that, but it comes at a price. And the thing that I appreciate about parents and grandparents is the fact that they let us interview you guys, because it takes a lot. I mean, you're very vulnerable up here whenever the spotlight's on, or whenever we're doing the digital ones. But I think at the end of the day, when I'm so grateful that people trust us with their last names, with their children, with their communities. It's very exciting for me, and it's an honor, because that doesn't come easy. There's a lot of people that you would interview, and I'm sure as an athlete, if you go to the next level, they're going to try to dig in and do some stuff. And I'm telling you, man, it's very easy to fall into a trap, and for people to have what they call gotcha journalism. I'm proud of the fact that that's not ever going to be part of YSN. And if it is, it's immediately taken down, because that's not who we are. We care, we love, we appreciate student athletes, coaches in the communities. We'll always stand by that. And it's our job to make you heroes and not be the ones that are sitting there pointing as I'm doing an interview, pointing the fingers to ourselves. It's all about you guys.
Yeah. Do you emulate your reporting after any specific reporter?
So like a broadcaster?
Yeah, any specific broadcaster. Do you try to replicate your game after them?
Are you too young for the Power Rangers?
No.
Do you remember Power Rangers?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of every Power Rangers episode, they all go into like the Megazord or whatever it is, right?
Yep.
So that's kind of how I do almost everything now. Like if I see a broadcaster, like Gus Johnson was huge whenever I was in college. Love Gus Johnson. Love Jim Nantz. But they're completely different announcers, right? I love the Steelers announcers. Greg Brown, who is the Pirates announcer. I'm huge. He's my favorite announcer of all time. But you kind of take a little bit of everything, and you put it together, and you create your own style from it. And what I've learned from, there's dads in this room that I sit there and I say, and I'll tell them via text message to their face that I admire them as a father. I admire them as a businessman. And I take a piece of what they're doing and I try to emulate it, because if I can take the best out of everybody, it makes me a better person and the person that I want to be. So while staying authentic, but that's kind of how I built the way that I do it. Now, I can get a little obnoxious with the touchdown calls, but I think that it's fun, and hopefully it gives you guys a little bit of a smile and gets the parents excited, and hopefully you guys are clipping that so that way you have it for years to come.
Oh, yeah, I know. I think Calling K has a good clip from Barberton from YSN.
I don't see, that's the thing. I black out whenever I announce.
I forget what you said, but I remember on a Friday before one of the games, we were watching the Barberton game before we played Lakeview, and I forget what you said now. But
I black out. And people will come up to me and they'll be like, "Hey, that was." I have no idea.
Yeah.
I just literally, when it gets exciting, it's like Frank the Tank from Old School. I snap out of it and then I come back.
Yeah.
So.
What would your last meal be if you're on?
My last meal. I think it'd be here at Giangelo's. I think that's how you serve a sponsor right there. The pizza here is unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
Although I will tell you, I grew up with this plate. We were not well off. We were a little bit, but my family made sure I had everything I needed. My sister and I, we grew up with the spagwich. Do you know what the spagwich is?
Oh, yeah.
Spaghetti sandwich?
Yep.
When Frankie told me that they've got a spagwich here, boy, oh boy, I was all over it. It's the best item. I don't even think it's on the menu anymore, but it's still the best thing, and I order it all the time because I love it. And it takes me back to my childhood where, kind of the humble beginning. So it's unbelievable. But, yeah, I'd take it. I mean, if they could cook up a little lobster, right, Hiscox, the seafood, that's where we're at. Steak, all that stuff. But definitely, I want to show love to the people that showed us, and certainly Frank and Lynn have been awesome to us for years, and to the South Range community for allowing us to come here on Tuesdays and literally invade their restaurant. So I owe it to them. If my last meal, it'd be here.
Now, to branch off of that.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're here every Tuesday. Do
I
you
am.
eat here? What do you get?
The spagwich. I go with the spagwich. I get an iced tea, which the serving staff is unbelievable here. So thank you to them each and every Tuesday. And then I get the spagwich. Or if my family hasn't eaten yet, Frankie's awesome. He'll give us the pizza with the old style like pepperoni. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah, unbelievable. The cupped pepperoni. Mm-hmm. It's so good.
So good. So good.
And the Rangus pizza is ridiculous as well, because there's a little bit of a backstory to that with, who was it, Rock, Titus, and Ange. So I mean, there's a little bit of history to that one too. So if you've never tried the Rangus, get in on the Rangus.
So I might have to try it next week.
Oh, it's good. You like cheese?
I do.
You're in, dude. You're in.
There we go.
I like that you said we got to have it next week. That means we got a show next week, baby.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a show next week.
Love it. Love it.
Oh yeah, we'll be back. Now, here's a tough one. What's your least favorite sport to cover, and what's your favorite sport to cover?
This is going to shock people. My favorite sport to cover is volleyball.
Really?
Volleyball is fun to talk about. It's fun. It's so fast and back and forth. I mean, everybody loves football. I am really bad at soccer, like really bad at soccer. Like we did a golf match one time, and I was still better at golf than I was soccer. I just apologize all the time to the soccer coaches because I don't know what I'm talking about at all. But I'll tell you what, when they score a goal,
it's electric.
Nobody gets hotter than I do on that microphone.
Oh, yeah.
I just go as long as I can with my goal call. Coach Farron was up when we did a soccer game a long time ago, and he thought I was going to pass out. He had to do a wellness check on me. So. Yeah, I can't do soccer very well, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll get there.
We'll figure it out.
Maybe add that to the 5-year plan.
That's the 5-year plan.
Yeah,
Soccer's going to be better.
Yeah.
Soccer's going to be better.
There we go. And last question that I have, how do you deal with controversial topics in sports, especially in the Valley, like when things come up?
You have to be very careful because there's controversial topics about coaches, communities, and then when it gets down to student athletes and kids, I stay away from it. And the reason being is that the children make mistakes and they should not be magnified. So whatever that looks like, I want this to be a safe haven. And again, for sports. Now, when we're talking about the OHSAA, I'm going at them.
Oh, yeah.
Those are a bunch of adults making decisions for children that are in the best interest of the adults, which I always will defend the student athlete, and I'll always defend the community and the coach. We're not arch enemies, but we're pretty close. We're pretty close, and I just hope that at the end of the day, people understand that, there's poor circumstances. Not everything. We all make mistakes, but at the end of the day, you have to kind of, in a journalistic integrity way, you have to understand how you can take those mistakes and either, as a journalist, you can magnify it and really cook somebody, or you can either look the other way and understand that wasn't their best moment and choose the better moments that they have moving forward. And that's what we ultimately always choose to do. So it's tough. It's tough because we lose either way. I mean, there's people yelling at us, hey, you're not talking about this. No, that's not who we are, because if it doesn't have to do with sports, then I don't want to talk about it. So, is that it?
That's all I got.
You're a legend, man.
Yeah.
Hey, give it up for KP. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you.
No problem. Appreciate you.